I'm Mayor David Black, and this is City Happenings. With Thanksgiving already passed, now it's time for the Papillion Community Foundation's Holiday Luncheon. And we take a look at one of the schools holding D.A.R.E classes this semester. A Papillion resident takes a historical look at our town by publishing her first book. Here's City Happenings for the week of November 28th.
Thanks, Mayor Black. On the heels of Winter Wonderland comes the Papillion Community Foundation's Holiday Luncheon.
Well, the Holiday Luncheon actually serves as a fundraiser for the foundation. The initial goal of the Holiday Luncheon was to raise enough money to cover the expenses for Winter Wonderland. But the Holiday Luncheon has become such a special event of its own that it too has become a community tradition, and it has a certain population that comes every single year, and it's an extremely special, heartwarming event. We're very lucky to have so many committed table sponsors. We have a lot of people that come back year after year. And it's a lot of fun to be a table sponsor. The foundation did a table last year, so I got to participate and see what it was like. And you really get to be creative with your theme for your table and decorate it however you want to. And each table provides a little takeaway gift for all of the people at the table. And it's just a lot of fun. It's very special. It definitely kicks off the holidays. It kind of embraces the tradition of the past and moves us forward every year. And we're really excited about this year. We always do a live auction. We'll be doing our raffle again. And then we do our heads or tails game, which is super fun. Everybody buys beads and then decides if they're going to pick heads or tails, and we flip a coin. It's a lot of fun.
In our ongoing look at local elementary school D.A.R.E programs, this week we're at Carriage Hill.
I've got an interesting group over there this year. A lot of times when I get close with a lot of kids in a group at a school, it's 6 weeks, 7 weeks into the program. I'm already getting pretty close after a couple of weeks in over at Carriage. Going to be a neat group of kids to work with. It really is, and I really look forward to Fridays because of that. Mrs. Tabb is awesome. You know, I see her in the lunchroom where we're at. It's high fives, and she's always as upbeat as I am, and I really enjoy that going to school, and there's that general attitude of we're excited and we're fired up to be here. One of the things that happened over there day one is you're going to go to lunch with them and you play recess, and you usually get 3 or 4 hands up that want to sit with you at lunch, and over there I had 20 hands up wanting to sit with me at lunch, and they want to play basketball, they want to do this, and that is an indicator to me that we're going to gel very early, and this is going to be a really fun group, a neat group for me to work with. And the D.A.R.E program is built for that, and that's why it's so important that you do lunch and recess with the kids, because that's where you get to know the kids and they get to know you.
A Papillion resident and author chases Papillion history in her first published effort.
It was fairly easy to put together for me because I'm kind of an emotional, passionate person. And I really love this community. The people here have just embraced our family, made us feel a part of it. So learning its history and building relationships with the people made it easy for me to dig into the past and grow a love for discovering its history and putting the book together. And so that part of the process was fairly easy for me. I just love families and people and how they affect the history of a community. Sometimes people look at a community for its main street, at the buildings or at the municipal buildings of a place, and they call that a city, but I consider the city the people that built those places, and how the life that they encountered, the difficulties that they encountered, how they dealt with that and persevered. It's inspiring to me, and so you know, that motivates me to learn more about the community, and I tend to learn history from the people first and then branch out to find out what the people did. There's a wide variety of things that people will enjoy, I hope. There's a lot of family history, a lot of pioneer history that's touched. One of the old photographs in the book, I really can't date it, but one of the old houses in it, in just a huge prairie in the background, and that one little house is still on Washington Street. And it's very identifiable. And so it's fun to look at that and then look at the city as it is now and compare yesterday to today and how much we've grown. So you'll be able to see those kinds of things. You'll be able to experience some of the pioneer experience that some of the families like the Frickeys, the Ewies, the Weisses, the Whitmus family, and some of them began their adventure here in dugouts. And even one of our earliest churches began in a dugout. So there's a lot of very old history, and then you just see it progress through the book. I think it's most interesting to see how the leadership of the past just had such a vision for what this city would be. And then when you look at us today, there's just no doubt how we became what we are, because these people were determined and confident, and they sacrificed their resources to make sure that certain things like the railroad and getting the courthouse here, these people were making personal sacrifices that were monumental in the day, because they had a vision for a city that would be sustained by it. And then when we look at it today, we see that leadership from decade to decade to decade has followed through, and I think it's exactly that spirit is still in Papillion. So hopefully they'll be able to see that in the book too, that there's a spirit here that just carries on, and Papillion stays strong even through hard times.
We've hit the holiday and Christmas season. I ask everyone to stop and reflect on just how blessed we are to live in Papillion, Nebraska, in this great country. For more about Papillion, go to www.papillion.org or just call the Mayor's Hotline at 402-827-1111. Thanks for watching.